Ugh, it's terrible. I don't like it. It's way too large. It's just disgusting looking. What the hell is BMW thinking? I am tired of hearing this. And I'm going to explain to you why it's going to be okay, Beamer fanboys. It's going to be okay. Here are my reasons why I think that the G80 and G82 M3 and M4 are going to be just fine. Listen, I understand that everyone's cause for concern is looking pretty bleak when it comes to BMW. I understand that the front end is a little bit much, it's a little too angular. And here's the reason why I think that the proportions don't look so well, is because the sides are a little bit too soft. I actually got to see the M440 in person last week. The grille is actually not as big as you would think it is in person. However, my complaint was the side profiles did not match up to how angular and aggressive that the front end looked. They needed to be a little bit more squared off for my taste. That's where the G80 and G82 wide body come in on the M series. So that's going to make it look a little bit more aggressive. And I'll also show you that they revealed the GT3 car, and you'll see why that actually is a good looking car. I'll break it down. Watch this. Here's the GT3 M4. If you notice in the middle of the grille, you've got this little bar thing going across the grille itself. This right here, this little piece going from the grille, and then cut that out. All you need to do is just cut that out right there. Up top here, you can just make the kidneys flow a little bit better. But one of the big things you'll notice is that the shoulders here on the actual lights come out. They get really aggressive, really angry and boxy. It's just very angular. When you look at it head on, I understand that you see that it's a little too soft and it doesn't go with everything else that's going on pretty much from here on there. I feel like a damn weatherman, but you get the gist of it. This looks good. Looking at it from going top down there, you'll actually see that it looks really good. One thing I want to highlight that I noticed on the 440 was that the lights themselves have kind of this like angular eyebrow effect on the front that kind of goes over the actual front part of the light right here. It looked really cool just kind of looking at it from straight down. And if you see this, that fat ass wide body looks really good on that. Can we take a second to admire this? Admire this ass. Look at this thing. It looks incredible. I love that design right there. That's a good looking butt. I approve. Now going back to the car itself, the car in question. Okay, so aftermarket companies are going to have a great time with this car. That's another reason why you should not be nervous, is because I'm pretty sure that aftermarket companies are working diligent right now to fix what's going on here. I am sure that somebody's going to come out with a front bumper that basically modifies the grille, where you kind of take this portion out here, this guy, and then you make it one piece, and then you can make the kidney grills kind of recess a little bit smaller just so they look like your traditional kidney grills. From there, you'll see that there's still some more airflow in there. I'm sure that they were focused on a lot of the airflow, but if you can make all this work and kind of form it together in one little go, or just kind of do something with that front bumper, it's going to be perfect. Okay, the side profile of that, it looks good. The color, I'm not so hype about. I'm not hype about this color. It looks a little weird. But from just kind of the rear on back, it looks really good. Everything else looks good. The front end, to me, it's okay, because we're going to have something called an LCI. LCI is BMW's fancy way of saying mid-cycle refresh. I'm sure they're going to hear the cries and the pleas of all the fanboys because of the front end, and they're going to do something to kind of do away with the big kidney grill. They might make that bottom portion again one big piece with a little bit of inlet in between with some kind of fang looking things. And I'm sure they're going to refresh it in the next couple of years. Going back to the top down view, yeah, not bad. It looks good. You can see what I'm talking about when I say that you've got these little eyebrows that kind of go over. It makes it look really angry, really mad. Whenever people see this in person, I'm sure that you'll appreciate it a little bit better. That interior, would you just look at it? That looks fantastic. I'm not crazy about the colors, but look at that. Look at the seats. Look how insane that looks. That looks fantastic. The interior is dead on. I am pretty stoked about that. And that's okay for everybody else because you don't have to worry about what's on the outside. It's all about what's on the inside. I'm sorry, that was corny, but I had to do it. You're going to spend most of the time behind the wheel anyway. Why are you bitching about the front end? The final takeaway from this is I'm 100% sure that this car is going to drive incredibly well. This thing is going to be an absolute monster. I am so stoked on this car right now. As far as the driving dynamics, it's going to be an absolute weapon on the track. That's what matters the most, is the driving experience. Yes, the car looks a little suspect, but honestly, the actual driving of the car itself is going to be phenomenal. I know this for a fact. There is no way that car magazines and editors are going to say this car is shit. It's just not going to happen. I'm really excited about how that S58 is going to do in that car. I have gotten a chance to drive the X3M competitions, which use the S58. The S58 sounds awesome. It reminds me of an old straight six in a car called a Supra Mark IV. And also kind of a little bit of an RB rasp to it. It sounds a lot better than the S55. I've never personally been a fan of the sound of the S55s. That S58 engine is going to be beautiful. Its power band is incredible. This car is just going to drive like a monster out of hell. And the best part is y'all get a manual. Those who are buying this car still have the option to get a manual car. Bless BMW for that. I need everyone to stop bitching about this. This is a good thing. Don't worry. Again, to recap, there are aftermarket companies that are probably going to help this out. BMW is going to have their silly LCI refresh, and it's going to change the front grille anyway. So y'all need to chill out. Y'all are going to love it. Everyone's going to love it when they drive it. It'll be enough to get past the way that this looks. Don't worry. BMW fanboys, you're going to be just fine. I promise. Now, if the leaks of the 2 Series are true, I'm a little worried. We'll talk about that whenever those officially drop. So, until next time, if you like this, I do have more content coming. I just got some more equipment. I've got a lot of sound recording equipment. I'm going to start doing driving impression videos, kind of reminiscent of hot version videos whenever they do toges, except for not as crazy because I'm not on a closed course. So look forward to that. Please subscribe. Please like. Check out my older videos, but don't judge me too much. A lot has changed, and I'm looking to bring some more quality content to y'all. Anyways, thanks for sticking around. I appreciate you so much. Until next time, bye!